I wipe the cobwebs from my eyes. Early mornings, too many late nights. Hearing my heartbeat like a drum. I panic.
Hey everyone, Lady M here from Monster Music Blog. You can see it right here. I have an interview that I recently did with Brian Vodinh from Brave the Royals and 10 Years. So go ahead and give it a little watch, and always remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check us out on all the social media platforms, and as always, keep it loud. Okay, Brian, so give us a little bio on Brave the Royals.
So Brave the Royals started, I guess, a couple years ago. I had taken a little bit of time off the road and wanted to write some music just for myself. I'm in a band called 10 Years that I started in high school, so I've spent so much time in a capacity where I'm working with other people, and it kind of, I felt like it was time for me to write something for me. And so I just started writing some songs and didn't really have a plan for it or an expectation. One thing led to another, and I launched the project. All right, so the meaning of the band name, Brave the Royals. We think of royals as being untouchable, you know, the highest of the hierarchy. So Brave the Royals for me just means having the guts and being brave enough to take on something much larger than yourself.
How did it come about of all you guys meeting?
So I met the guys that I play with in BTR because they were both in different bands, and I ended up producing their bands. So Luke, he has a band called Blue Rising, and they came in and worked with me on a song in the studio, and I immediately noticed that he was super cool, seemed like a good human being, and an excellent drummer. And I'm pretty hard on drummers because I've been a drummer my whole life myself, so he impressed me with his skills, and I think musically we also were on the same page. And same thing with Chad. Chad played guitar in a band called Annandale, and they came into my studio, we worked together, and another super awesome human being, so we clicked on a bunch of different levels, and next thing you know, here we are.
Between both the bands, describe the writing process.
So my writing process for the EP was almost like no process at all. I actually would go down to my studio in the morning, 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, with no preconceived ideas, no riffs, no lyrics, no anything, and would just start going. I would start writing, and as soon as I came up with an idea, I would immediately record it. So the process for each song basically was writing and recording simultaneously all day, and by that evening I would have a mix, and somehow I just did that for about a week straight, and every day I had a new song, and just decided to release an EP.
Now, I've gotten a chance to listen to the whole EP, and I have to tell you, I like them all. However, if I had to pick one, it would be The Desert.
So the song The Desert, when I say I'll find your bones in the desert, I'm kind of talking about the part of yourself that you try to put away but keeps creeping out. Like there might be, whether it's a vice or whatever it may be, a part of you that you're trying to move on from, but it's always in there a little bit. So that song is about that.
All right. I noticed you played Shiprocked this year, not only with 10 Years, but with also Brave the Royals. So can you tell me a little bit about it with Brave the Royals? Were you excited, nervous, a little bit of both? How'd it go?
Shiprocked is really cool. I've done it a few times with 10 Years, and this will be Brave the Royals' first Shiprocked. We're nervous and excited, mostly excited. I would like to say it's just another show, but it's really not, because the energy and the vibe on Shiprocked is like totally different. So I think it's gonna be a really cool experience.
When can we see more from Brave the Royals?
Okay, as far as new stuff goes, I have a ton of material written. At least probably 3 albums worth. So 2019 will definitely see a new release. I'm not sure when or how many songs, but definitely new stuff.
Upcoming tour dates. When can we catch Brave the Royals on the road?
The single just went to radio, so definitely going to be a lot of shows this year. So we'll announce them as soon as we get them.
How's the tour coming along so far?
This 10 Years tour has been going awesome. We're playing our Division album in its entirety, which is, it's been quite an adventure trying to get all that together because we were really ambitious back then with the guitar tunings and all that. So it's been logistically trying to get it all figured out, but we got it, and it's been a lot of fun.
So I have to ask, and you know it's coming, I gotta ask about the dreads. What inspired that? They weren't bad, don't get me wrong, I just have to ask.
The dreads. That was a long time ago when I was young, early 20s, late teens. A lot of the bands that we looked up to had dreads, so, you know, it was one of those things.
And is there anything you'd like to add in closing?
So we are re-releasing Dreamer on February 1st, and it's going to be online with a B-side, a chill version, and then we also just went to radio. So it's an exciting and crazy time for BTR because, you know, a lot of new people are going to be exposed to us, and hopefully everybody loves what they hear.
And that concludes our interview. I want to give a huge thank you to Brian Vodinh for taking time out to talk with me. And as always, you can check out all of our stuff at Monster Music on all of our social platforms, as well as our YouTube channel, which will be below here. Also, you can also check out Brave the Royals and all of their social media platforms as well. Give them a look-see, give them a listen. I'm sure you guys will love it, and I can't wait to catch you guys out on the road. And as always, monsters, keep it loud.